In this video, we'll be talking about 50 richest people in Africa. Number 50, Adrian Grow. His net worth is said to be $480 million US, which is about 768 billion in naira. Adrian Grow is the founder and CEO of Discovery Holdings, a South Africa-based financial service group. Discovery is known for its innovative health insurance and wellness program, transforming the health insurance industry in South Africa and beyond. Raymond Ackerman, his net worth is said to be $500 million US, which is about 800 billion in naira. He is the founder of Pick and Pay Group, a prominent South Africa supermarket chain. Ackerman is celebrated for his contribution to retail and his commitment to consumer rights and corporate social responsibility. Pascal Gabriel Dozie. His net worth is $1 billion US, which is about 1.6 trillion in naira. He founded Diamond Bank in 1991, a significant milestone in Nigerian banking history. Pascal academic background in economics from London, and instead as the president of the Nigeria Stock Exchange underscope his profound influence on Nigeria financial landscape. Issam Darwish. His net worth is $1 billion US, which is about 1.6 trillion in naira. He is the CEO of Richest, one of the largest telecommunication infrastructure provider in Africa, contributing to the continent's connectivity. Mohammed Ibrahim. His net worth is $1 billion US, which is about 1.6 trillion in naira. He is the founder of Sectoral International, a major telecommunication company in Africa, now focused on philanthropy through the M.O. Ibrahim Foundation. Sheikh Faisal bin Kazim Al Thani. His net worth is $1.1 billion US, which is about 1.76 trillion in naira. He is the chair of AFRO Holdings, a diverse conglomerate in Qatar with interest in hotels, real estate, and manufacturing. Sulaiman Al-Raji. His net worth is $1.2 billion US, which is about 1.92 trillion in naira. He is the co-founder of Al-Raji Bank, known for its philanthropy and contribution to Islamic banking. Abdulrahman Al-Raji. His net worth is $1.3 billion US, which is about 2.8 trillion in naira. Al-Raji linked with Al-Raji Bank, playing a role on its expansion and dominance in the financial sector. Muhammad Al-Raji. His net worth is $1.4 billion in naira, which is about 2.24 trillion in naira. He is involved in Al-Raji Bank, contributing to his status as a major player in global Islamic finance. Salil Al-Raji. His net worth is $1.5 billion US, which is about 2.4 trillion in naira. He is part of Al-Raji Bank's founding family, continuing his legacy in Islamic banking and finance. Abdullah Al-Raji. His net worth is $1.6 billion US, which is about 2.56 trillion in naira. He is one of the co-founders of Al-Raji Bank, the world's largest Islamic bank with substantial influence in Saudi Arabia financial sector. Gautam Adani. His net worth is $1.7 billion US, which is about 2.7 trillion in naira. He is the founder of Adani Group, an Indian multinational conglomerate with interest in infrastructure, commodities, and energy, playing a significant role in India's economic growth. He entered the richest in Africa after acquiring 95% in container terminal in Tanzania. Esham Talat Mustafa. His net worth is $2 billion US, which is about 3.2 trillion in naira. He is the CEO of Talat Mustafa Group, one of Egypt's largest real estate developers, known for high-profile projects. Sami Samad. His net worth is $2.1 billion US, which is about 3.36 trillion in naira. He is involved in Orascom construction, contributing to its growth and development in the construction industry. Onsi Sawiris, his net worth is 2.2 billion US dollar, which is about 3.52 trillion in naira. He is the patriarch of the Sawiris family, instrumental in establishing Orascom Construction, a leading engineer and construction company. Now good Onsi Sawiris. His net worth is 2.3 billion US dollar, which is about 3.68 trillion in naira. He is active in Orascom TMT investments with a focus on telecommunication and media, continuing the Sawiris family legacy. His net worth is 2.4 billion US dollar, which is about 3.84 trillion in naira. He is the chairman of East Steel, the largest steel maker in MENA region, playing a critical role in Egypt's steel industry. Mohammed Bansela, his net worth is 2.5 billion US dollar, which is about 4 trillion in naira. He is the CEO of Al Makram Group, a diversified Moroccan conglomerate with interest in insurance, agribusiness, and logistics. Yusuf El-Kadar, his net worth is 2.6 billion US dollar, which is about 4.16 trillion in naira. He is affiliated with Ian Holding, involved in expanding the company reach in various sectors, including real estate and retail. Anas Sefrio, his net worth is 2.8 billion US dollar, which is about 4.48 trillion in naira. He is the chairman of Doja Promotion Group, a leading real estate development company in Morocco, known for large-scale housing projects. Milov Shabi, his net worth is 2.9 billion US dollar, which is about 4.64 trillion in naira. He is the founder of Yan Holding, a Moroccan conglomerate with interest in real estate, hotels, retail, and industry. Shabi was also a prominent philanthropist. Stephen Koff, his net worth is 3.1 billion US dollar, which is about 4.96 trillion in naira. He is the former CEO of Investec, a specialist banking and asset management group. Kosev have been instrumental in growing Investec's international presence. Gary Thomas Vieira, his net worth is 3.2 billion US dollar, which is about 5.12 trillion in naira. He is the co-founder of First Strand, playing a crucial role in establishing it as a leading financial service group in South Africa and beyond. Alan Gray, his net worth is 3.2 billion US dollar, which is about 5.28 trillion in naira. He is the founder of Alan Gray Investment Management, known for his long-term investment strategies and significant presence in the asset management industry. Lauritz Depena, his net worth is 3.4 billion US dollar, which is about 5.44 trillion in naira. He is the co-founder of First Strand, one of South Africa's largest financial institutions with interest in banking, insurance, and investment management. Johnny Moulton, his net worth is 0.5 billion US dollar, which is about 5.6 trillion in naira. He is the founder and chairman of PSD Group, a diversified financial service company with interest in banking, education, and private equity. Desmond Saku, his net worth is 3.6 billion US dollar, which is about 5.76 trillion in naira. He is the chairman of AFRO, a mining holding company with interest in iron ore, manganese, and other minerals. Saku's leadership has driving AFRO growth and expansion in the mining sector. Stephen Sard, his net worth is 3.7 billion US dollar, which is about 5.92 trillion in naira. He is co-founder of Aspen Pharmacare, the largest pharmaceutical company in Africa, supply brand and generic pharmaceutical in more than 150 countries. Aziz Akanosh, his net worth is 3.8 billion US dollar, which is about 6.8 trillion in naira. He is the CEO of Aqua Group, a Moroccan conglomerate focused on petroleum and gas. Akanosh is also a significant political figure, serving as Morocco's Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. Cletus Ibeto. His net worth is $3.85 billion, which is about 6.16 trillion in naira. He is a prominent businessman, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. He is the founder and chairman of the Ibeto Group, the largest conglomerate in Eastern Nigeria. Despite facing challenges early in life, including being denied formal education by his father, Ibeto became an apprentice in auto spare part trade and eventually built a successful business empire. Muhammad Reji. His net worth is $3.9 billion, which is about 6.24 trillion in naira. He is the CEO of Melts Group, Tanzania's largest homegrown company involved in trading, manufacturing, agriculture, and real estate. Reji has played a vital role in modernizing Tanzania industry. Otan Bejalon. His net worth is $4.1 billion, which is about 6.56 trillion in naira. He is the CEO of BMCE Bank, one of the largest banks in Morocco. He also shares the insurance company Wafa Assurance, and his holding extends to telecommunication and technology. Christopher Rice. His net worth is $4.2 billion, which is about 6.72 trillion in naira. He is the former chairman of Shoprite Holdings, Africa's largest food retailer. He also has interest in Bread PLC, an investment company, and has a diverse portfolio including retail and real estate. Abdulsamad Rabi. His net worth is $4.3 billion, which is about 6.88 trillion in naira. He is the founder of Billionaire Group, a Nigerian conglomerate with interest in cement production, sugar refinery, and real estate. Rabi has played a significant role in Nigerian industrialization. Femi Otedola. His net worth is $4.4 billion, which is about 7.04 trillion in naira. He is the former chairman of Fort Oil, a leading petroleum marketing company. Otedola is now focused on power generation, which is investment in renewable power plants, diversifying into other sectors such as real estate and finance. Theophilus Danjuma. His net worth is $4.5 billion, which is about 7.20 trillion in naira. Founder of South Atlantic Petroleum, a leading Nigerian oil exploration company. Danjuma is a retired Nigerian Army general and former defense minister, now active in philanthropy and business. Folorunsho Alakija. Her net worth is $4.6 billion, which is about 7.36 trillion in naira. He is the vice chair of Fanfa Oil, a Nigerian oil exploration company. Alakija is one of Africa's most prominent female entrepreneurs with interest in fashion, real estate, and printing industry. Yusuf Mansour. His net worth is $4.7 billion, which is about 7.52 trillion in naira. Another key figure in Mansour Group, Yusuf focuses on the group retails and consumer goods division, including the distribution of well-known international brands. Yancy Mansour. His net worth is $4.8 billion, which is about 7.68 trillion in naira. He is among the co-lead of Mansour Group, with significant contribution to the group expansion in sectors like real estate, distribution, and food industry, maintaining its position as a top family business. Muhammad Mansour. His net worth is $4.9 billion, which is about 7.84 trillion in naira. He is part of the Mansour Group, one of the largest family-owned conglomerates in Egypt. The group operations include automotive distribution, consumer goods, and financial services. Kuz Becker. His net worth is $5.1 billion, which is about 8.16 trillion in naira. He is the chairman of NASPA, a global consumer internet group and one of the largest technology investors. He transformed NASPA into a digital powerhouse with investments in companies like Tencent. Patrice Motsepe. His net worth is $5.2 billion, which is about 8.32 trillion in naira. Founder of executive chairman of Africa Rainbow Mineral, a diverse mining company. Motsepe is also the first black African to be listed on Forbes Billionaire list, and he has significant stake in financial service and sports sector. Group Service. His net worth is $5.3 billion, which is about 8.48 trillion in naira. Chairman of Orascom TMT Investment, with interest in telecommunication, media, and technology. He is known for his investment in international telecom companies and media venture. Isad Ribra. His net worth is 5.5 billion US dollar, which is about 8.8 trillion in naira. He is the founder and CEO of sectoral, Algeria's largest privately owned conglomerate. Sectoral operations span agribusiness, retail, industry, and logistics, playing a crucial role in Algeria's economy. Prince Arthur Easy, his net worth is 5.8 billion US dollar, which is about 9.26 trillion in naira. He is a prominent Nigerian businessman. His substantial wealth is primarily derived from the oil and gas industry through his company Atlas Oriental Petroleum, which he founded in 1991. The company owns numerous oil exploration and production licenses across Africa, making him one of the largest privately held oil companies in Nigeria. Mike Adenuga, his net worth is 6.9 billion US dollar, which is about 11.04 trillion in naira. He is the founder of Globacom, Nigeria's second largest telecom operator and owner of corn oil producing company, a major player in Nigeria's oil sector. Adenuga investment extend into real estate and banking. Massive salaries. His net worth is 8.7 billion US dollar, which is about 13.92 trillion in naira. He is the CEO of Orascom Construction Industry, a leading engineer and construction company. Charles is also a major shareholder in Lafarge Holcim, one of the world's largest cement producers. Nickname Oppenheimer, his net worth is 9.4 billion US dollar, which is about 15.04 trillion in naira. He is the former chairman of the BS Diamond Mining Company. His wealth is now managed through his private equity Fireblade Aviation, which also operates a VIP terminal at Johannesburg or Tamado International Airport. Second on the list, Aliko Dangote. Aliko Dangote net worth is 10 billion US dollar, which is about 16 trillion in naira. He is the founder and chairman of Dangote Group, the largest industrial conglomerate in West Africa. Dangote interests include cement, sugar, salt, and flour, and he is heavily involved in various philanthropic efforts. First on the list, Johann Rupert. His net worth is 13.1 billion US dollar, which is about 20.96 trillion in naira. He is the chairman of Copenhagen Fiancé Bray Edmonds, a luxury good holding company known for brands like Qatar and Montblanc. He also oversees Remgo, an investment holding company, and Rena's investments focusing on long-term investment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.